Hydraulics are go.
T-minus 30 seconds. T-minus 20 seconds. Lock stopping in work. T-minus 13. Green board. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Go for main engine start. 1, 0. And liftoff of the Delta II rocket with NOAA-N Prime, continuing the legacy of data for the weather forecasts of today into the future.
Steady-state vernier chamber pressure. Now the solids have good steady-state chamber pressures. About 27 seconds into the flight. All continuing to look good. Coming up on 36 seconds. Mach 1. Vehicle now going at the speed of sound. Pressure's beginning to trail off on the solids. Coming up on 50 seconds. 50 seconds. Area of max Q, or maximum dynamic pressure. Chamber pressures in the 1, 2, and 3 solids are beginning to trail off. We have burnout of the 3 solids. We'll be holding on to those solids for about another 15, 20 seconds or so as we're looking for a good drop-off point. Passing 1 minute, 12 seconds into the flight. .125, about 10 seconds now before we drop off the solids. To 12.5 nautical miles. Downrange distance 10.9 nautical miles. Velocity a little over 1,040 miles per hour. And we have separation of the groundlet solid motors from the vehicle. Passing 1 minute, 50 seconds into the flight. The Delta II vehicle now only weighs about 1/2 of what it did at launch about 1 minute, 57 seconds ago. Now passing 2 minutes. Our altitude now 19.9 nautical miles. Downrange distance 5.8 nautical miles. Velocity 1,543 miles per hour.
This is the telemetry lab here at the Mission Directors Center here at Vandenberg.
Engine and vernier chamber pressures continuing to look good, right in the expected range. Engine pitch and yaw control and vernier engine pitch and yaw control well within our ability to control. Steering. Coming up on 2 minutes, 35 seconds into the flight. 2 minutes now until MECO. Continuing to look good. We're passing 2 minutes, 50 seconds, altitude 30.6 nautical miles, our downrange distance 18.8 nautical miles, velocity 3,254 miles per hour. In 3 minutes now. And reviewing our solid motor burnout times and separations time, very close to the anticipated times. Passing 3 minutes, 17 seconds into the flight. Altitude now 35.6 nautical miles. Downrange distance 43.4 nautical miles. Velocity 4,703 miles per hour. Passing 3 minutes, 30 seconds. Good main engine chamber pressures, good vernier chamber pressures. Less than 1 minute until MECO. Three minutes, 50 seconds of the flight. Main engine pitch and yaw control and vernier control very stable now. Engine pressure, chamber pressures on the main and the vernier engines still rock solid. Passing now through 45.4 nautical miles. Downrange distance 104 nautical miles. Velocity 7,950 miles per hour. About 20 seconds now until MECO. We have MECO standing by for SEP. We have separation. And we have ignition on the second stage. Second stage chamber pressures continuing to go up. Steady state value. Steady state chamber pressure. We have fairing separation. Now passing 5 minutes into the flight, altitude 69.3 nautical miles, downrange distance 241 nautical miles, and a velocity of 10,128 miles per hour. Steady state chamber pressure on the second stage. Engine control on the second stage, both in pitch and yaw, well within our ability to control. Very solid and nominal chamber pressure on the second stage burn. This first burn of the second stage this evening should take about 6 minutes, 37 seconds. About 1 minute, 15 seconds into that burn at this time. We're approaching 6 minutes into the flight. Mark, 6 minutes. Altitude 86.3 nautical miles. Downrange distance 383 nautical miles. Velocity 10,750 miles per hour. Passing 6 minutes, 38 seconds into the flight. Altitude now 94.1 nautical miles. Downrange distance 481 nautical miles. 11,224 miles per hour. Look at our second stage chamber pressure still holding right where we want it to be. Hydraulic system pressure is nominal. Engine steering on the second stage. Passing 7 minutes into the flight. Altitude now 98 nautical miles. Downrange distance 551 nautical miles at a speed now of 11,610 miles per hour. And we have a shutdown of the command receiver decoders as commanded on time. Passing 8 minutes into the flight. Altitude 101 nautical miles, downrange distance 641 nautical miles, velocity 12,149 miles per hour.
This is Steve Agate, our telemetry manager at Cape Canaveral.
At 8 minutes, 35 seconds into the flight. At this point, we are receiving data with our P3 instrumentation aircraft. And we are still going on through the burn. Burn is nominal. Second stage chamber pressure is continuing to hold well. 2 minutes, 15 seconds away from SECO 1.
Back to the telemetry lab here at Vandenberg Air Force Base. Here we're also monitoring the telemetry from the P3, getting ready to watch the second stage.